Before you spend another dime on another anti-aging supplement or one of those overpriced biohacks, let me show you what the science actually says about staying young. Now, I'm talking about something that will go right down into our DNA. It is our telomeres. And I'm also going to show you what you can really do to protect them. But here's a little spoiler alert. It's not one of those hundreds of dollar pills, and it's not some futuristic, fancy, extreme biohack. What really works? It's already in our hands, also may just be on our plates. So stay with me here, because this video is going to completely shift how you think about aging and, more importantly, what you can do about it. I'm Dr. Joanette, and I'm an ER doctor, a professor of medicine, and also a Blue Zone native. What I love to do is teach people how to use food as medicine for a longer, stronger, healthier life. Here's where we dive into real research-backed ways to expand your health span. Remember, your health span is how long you live and are healthy, not just how long you live. Maybe you're just starting to think about aging. Maybe you're feeling some of those early signs. Well, we've got you covered. You are in the right place today, because we are going to talk about what telomeres are and what will really work to slow aging. Also, I want to share with you some of the things that don't exactly live up to all the hype and how you can then take action starting today. So let's dive in and get into it. First things first, what exactly are your telomeres? Think of your DNA like shoelaces. At the end of every shoelace, there's this little tiny plastic tip that keeps it from fraying. That tip is equivalent to your telomere. It is a protective cap at the end of your chromosomes, keeping your DNA from raveling every single time your cells divide. Now here's the bummer. Every time our cells divide, those telomeres get just a little bit shorter until eventually they may get so short that they are no longer able to protect our DNA. And that's when our DNA starts to fray. Just like the shoelace that lost its plastic tip, that fraying is damage to our DNA, and when it starts to pile up, our cells stop working properly. Inflammation begins to rise, and our aging accelerates. That fraying is linked to things like heart disease, cancer, diabetes, as well as cognitive decline, and many of the other diseases that we often associate with aging. So yep, you got it. Telomeres matter a whole lot. Now, here's the thing. Once those telomeres research hit the spotlight, you can imagine what happened next. The biohackers moved in, and suddenly we had pills, powders, potions, lotions, all kinds of things promising to rebuild our telomeres and reverse aging. Let me save you some time and probably a whole lot of money. Most of those so-called telomere supplements were understudied and are overhyped and definitely overpriced. Take a popular supplement that's on the market today. It's marketed as a supplement that contains a substance called telomerase. Research has shown that telomerase will increase our telomere length by just a little bit. It sounds exciting, right? Except those supplements typically cost over $100 a month. And that telomerase that is in them is actually derived from the root of a plant called the astragalus plants. You can purchase a bag of astragalus plant root for about $3. Simply scroll down to the description below, purchase a bag, and you can make it into a tea and get all of the benefits of the astragalus plant. You don't need those high-priced supplements. And in fact, they show only a modest effect at best. But before we actually get into what really does work, let's take a little pause. If you're learning something new and enjoying this video, go ahead, tap the like button, and thank you for subscribing. All of this really helps me bring this message to more people who want real science-backed answers about aging. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by all of the conflicting health advice out there, drop a comment below because I read everyone, and I also love helping you cut through all the noise. So what actually does work? The research actually is pretty clear that some of the most powerful ways to protect your telomeres and extend your health span is through your daily lifestyle choices. Let's break it down right now. Number one is your diet. When we eat a diet that's rich in fruits and vegetables, it contains whole grains, legumes, nuts, as well as olive oils. The research has shown that that diet is strongly linked to longer telomeres. That's why I eat and also recommend a low-carb Mediterranean-style diet. It's full of antioxidants, polyphenols, anti-inflammatories, and nutrients that will literally protect our DNA. And it has the benefit of being low in carbs, only about 60 grams of carbohydrates a day. What that means is it won't spike your blood sugar and raise your insulin level. Meanwhile, diets that are high in ultra-processed foods, things that have a lot of added sugar and saturated fats, are proven to accelerate telomere shortening. They age you from the inside out by creating things like inflammation, and that inflammation leads to diseases like diabetes, heart disease, cancer, and even Alzheimer's dementia. Number two is our movement or exercise. When we get regular exercise, it is one of the strongest predictors of longer telomeres. And there's even more good news. You don't need to be a marathon runner. You just need to exercise or move your body consistently. A mixture of strength training and cardio, even something as simple as a brisk walk or some yoga, will make a measurable difference at your cellular level. And next, there's stress. Yeah, we all have a lot of stress, but remember, not all stress is bad, but long-term chronic stress, that is the stress that will shorten our telomeres. It's that simple. When we engage in practices like mindfulness, meditation, journaling, or even deep breathing, remember, they aren't just feel-good habits. They are actually self-care for ourselves at the cellular level. And they literally do protect our telomeres and our DNA. Next is sleep. Research has shown that for each hour less than 7 hours a night, we will shorten our telomeres. Also, the lack of quality sleep will shorten our telomeres. And lastly, of course, remember no smoking and try to limit your alcohol. I know all that sounds like a lot of work, but remember, you don't need to be perfect. We just need to be consistent. So what we can do is pick one of the 4 areas that we want to improve. And then start today. Start with a small step. Then, little by little, those little steps taken regularly will have a massive long-term impact on our telomeres, and our future self might just say thank you. Now, let's jump into supplements. What about supplements? Are there any supplements that actually have some solid evidence behind them? Let's talk about vitamin D3 and why it's important to also pair it with vitamin K2. Millions of people already take vitamin D3. They take it for bone strength, for muscle function, and as well as for skin health and also immune support. But here's something that's really interesting. There was a large 4-year study that was done. It was a clinical trial, and what it found was that people who took 2,000 units of vitamin D a day had slower telomere shortening. Now, it's not a miracle pill, but it is one of the few supplements with some real data behind it. Now, here's something most people also miss. If you're taking vitamin D, just make sure you also get some vitamin K2 as well. Add in that vitamin K2. Why? Because our vitamin D helps our body absorb calcium, but without the K2, that calcium can end up in the wrong place. It can end up in your arteries instead of your bones, and that can lead to heart disease. So think of K2 as your traffic cop for your calcium. What it does is it directs the calcium into the bones and away from the arteries. So what you do is you protect your heart while also strengthening your bones. Win-win. So if you're already taking D3, then just add a little K2 alongside it. Let's talk a little bit more about that astragalus root. In addition to lengthening our telomeres, it also has other benefits. It's also an anti-inflammatory, and it helps support our immune system. But again, the big things that make the difference will still come from how we live every single day, our daily lifestyle choices. We don't need to spend hundreds of dollars on fancy supplements, and we don't need to chase every single new biohack. We already have access to some of the most powerful longevity tools right in our home, in our kitchen, and in our daily lifestyle routine. They are the choices that we make every day. So eat real food, move your body, manage your stress, sleep deeply and well, and connect with the people that you love that are in your life. Those are the real longevity choices. It's simple and it's also science-backed. The best part is, we know it works. So remember, you just can't supplement your way out of a bad lifestyle, but what you can do is live a long, vibrant life by making some great lifestyle choices. If this video helped you see aging in a new light, go ahead, subscribe right now so that you don't miss another episode. We're just getting started on our health journey to a longer, healthier, more energetic life. And if you want some more tools, guides, and also deeper dives into health and longevity, head over to my website, growwithdrjoanette.com. Grab your next step towards living a younger, longer, more vibrant you. I'm Dr. Joanette. Thank you so much for watching and joining me today. I'll see you in the next video.